Let's look at a poem from SIRI Kannada grade 8. The name of this poem is RAAMADHANYA CHARITE and it is written by Kanakadasa. So, for all living beings, food is of utmost importance. Without food, no being can be alive. So, in this poem shows the importance of all the grains, and also social and cultural values are indirectly reflected through this poem. So here, ragi, which is finger millet, and paddy, also rice, they have a fight. And how they resolve their issues is the storyline of this poem. Here, the important roles are not humans or animals. Instead, they are grains and seeds. So, in the conversation between the finger millet and paddy, the finger millet proves its relevance and worth, and how it gets the name Ramadhanya is presented in a very dramatic form. It also gives an expression that Kanakadasa is depicting about himself in the name of finger millet, and it is bringing out his creativity also. This poem also is bringing out his creativity. So before we get into the poem, we need to understand the background story. So the background story, I'll just give a brief of the background story. So the Pandavas, they are spending 12 years in exile. When they are in exile in the Kamakya forest, the sage Shandilya, okay, Shandilya along with his students and followers, they visit the Pandavas. So the eldest Pandava, Dharmaraya, he welcomes the sage and treats them all very well, and to just make them forget their difficult situation. They are in exile in a forest, right? To make them feel better, Shandilya just tells them a story. Okay, he tells a story of Lord Rama, and while he's telling the story, he explains the story where the finger millet and the rice have a fight. So first he starts with the story of Rama's birth, then Rama's childhood, how Ravana kidnapped Sita, and then how Rama had to go fight a war and kill Ravana. Then how Rama made his brother Vibhishana as the king of Lanka and gives him the responsibility of taking care of Lanka, and he is returning to Ayodhya with Sita and the army of monkeys. So on the way back to Ayodhya, Rama visits a lot of different places, and he also goes and visits some ashram of a sage. So he has now visited the ashram of sage Gautama. So sage Gautama welcomes Rama, and he arranges for a feast where the feast has a lot of dishes which is prepared from various different kinds of grains. So after they all have the dish, after they all have their lunch and they are sitting there, a discussion starts about all the grains in the food. So Rama then asks the sage to get all the grains so that they can discuss and pick the best grain among all of them, best or supreme grain amongst all of them. So this is the background story. So all of them are now sitting there. Sage Gautama and his students, Rama and his army, Hanuman, Sita, all of them are there, and now they have called in all the grains so that they decide or discuss and find out who is the best amongst all of them. So this is the background story. So now all of them have assembled and their discussion is started. Now this poem is 10 stanzas. So I will do it in two parts of the video. So this part will cover the first 5 stanzas. And I am reading the poem from Padavingadana, not from the main original poem. At the back of the lesson you have where the words are split. So this is easier for us to read and understand. So from I am going to start reading from here. So now first paragraph. First paragraph is people are discussing and each one is giving an opinion about this is the best, this grain is the best, this grain is the best. Okay, so that's a very simple. The first paragraph is very simple where each one is telling which grain they feel is the best, their opinion about that grain, which grain is the best. So listening to all of this, Rama tells why are we having such a divided opinion about the grains? Why can't we just decide on one grain? Okay, that is the first paragraph. So let's read it. ಕೆಲರು ಗೋಧಿಯ ಸಾಮೆಯನು ಕೆಲರು ನವಣೆಯ ಕಂಬು ಜೋಳವ ಕೆಲರು ಹಾರಕ ಎಂದು ಕೆಲವರು ನೆಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಅತಿಶಯವ ಕೆಲವರು ನೆರೆದಲಗನನ್ನು ಪಥಿಕರಿಸಲು ಅದನೋಡಿದ ನೃಪತಿಯು ಅದರೊಳು ಹಲವು ಮತವು ಏಕೆ ಒಂದನೇ ಪೇಳು ಎನಲು ಗೌತಮನು. So kelaru means kelavaru. Kelavaru means a few people. So some people said Godi means wheat. Okay, they were of the opinion that wheat is the best. Then a few felt little millet. That is same. Same is little millet. Then a few more people felt navane. Navane is foxtail millet. Then kambu is pearl millet. Okay. Jola is sorghum or jawar. And a few of them felt kodo millet. Okay. And then a few of them also felt paddy or rice is the best. And a few of them said ragi or finger millet is the supreme. So a few of them agreed. Okay. Patikari salu means agreed. A few of them agreed that the finger millet is the supreme. So, Adanodida Nripati. Nripati means king. Who is the king here? King is Rama. So, Rama, he saw this discussion amongst the people. And Adarolu halavu matavu eke. So, he's asking, why are we having so many different opinions? Why are we divided with the opinions here? Vandane pelu. Why not we decide on only one? Yenalu Gautama. So, when Rama said that, now Gautama has started to talk. So for which Gautama is replying. Okay. So this, I hope the first paragraph is very clear. Just that people are divided, have a divided opinion where each of them is saying one or the other grain is better. And a few of them also say finger millet is better. A few of them also say that paddy or rice is also better. For which Rama says, why are we having such a divided opinion? Why can't we just decide on one? And for that, the sage Gautama is replying. ದಾಶರಥಿ ಚಿತ್ತೈಸು ನಮ್ಮಯ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಅತಿಶಯ ನೆರದಲಗನೇ ವಾಸಿ ಉಳ್ಳವನು ಈತ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿನ ಧಾನ್ಯವು ಏಕೆ ಎನಲು ಲೇಸನು ಆಡಿದೆ ಮುನಿಪ ಗೌತಮ ದೋಷರಹಿತನು ಪಕ್ಷಪಾತವನು ಈಸು ಪರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವರೇ ಶಿವ ಎಂದನು ಆ ವ್ರೀಹಿಗ. So now Gautama he is talking and he is telling Dasharathi means Dasharatha's son, who is Rama only. So Rama Chittaisu means listen to what I am saying. Nammaya Deshake, for our country, the supreme or the best grain is Neradalaga. Neradalaga means ragi or finger millet. He is it's not like the others are not good, but he is the best among the others. Okay. Itana mikkina dhanyavu. So he is best amongst the other grains. ಏಕೆ ಎನಲು ಲೇಸನು ಆಡಿದೆ ಮುನಿಪ ಗೌತಮ ದೋಷರಹಿತನು ಪಕ್ಷಪಾತವನು ಈಸು ಪರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವರೇ ಶಿವ. So when Gautama says that ragi or the finger millet is the supreme, it is the best among all the grains, Paddy got a little annoyed and a little angry. So the Paddy is starting to talk and it is saying, Gautama, you are such a great person. You have no defects or faults at all. You are considered the best supreme human. Why are you showing partiality? What is wrong with you today? Why are you showing partiality? Oh Lord Shiva, why is he showing so much of partiality? Yendanu a vrihiga. So now the Paddy is telling this. On listening to Gautama saying that ragi or the finger millet is the best, the Paddy is feeling a little bad because the Paddy wasn't named as supreme or best. And now the Paddy is asking Gautama, you're such a great person. You have so much of respect. And why are you showing partiality? Why are you being so partial towards the ragi or the finger millet? And it continues to talk. The Paddy continues to talk. ಎಲ್ಲ ಧರ್ಮದ ಸಾರವನ್ನು ನೀವ್ ಬಲ್ಲಿರಿ ಅರಿಯಿರಿ. ಸಾರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಧರ್ಮದ ಸಾರವನ್ನು ನೀವ್ ಬಲ್ಲಿರಿ. ಅರಿಯಿರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ನೀವು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನುಡಿದ ಉಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಉಂಟೆ. ಸಾಕು ಅದಂತಿರಲಿ. ನೆಲ್ಲು ನಾನು ಇರೆ ಗೋಧಿ ಮೊದಲಾದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಧಾನ್ಯಗಳು ಇರಲು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲ್ಲಿದನು ನೆರೆದಲಗನು ಎಂಬುದು ಇದು ಆವ ಮತ ಎಂದ. So now the Paddy is continuing to talk and it is saying to Gautama, you are such a learned person. Okay, Yella Dharmada Saravanu Neev Balliri. You are an expert. You understand various religions' essence, the main essence. You are such an expert. You have so much of knowledge. Okay, Arire Yellaranu Neevu. And you have knowledge about everybody. You know everything about everybody else. Illi Nudiva Upekshe Unte. But why are you showing so much of indifference today? Okay, so the Paddy is continuing to talk and it is telling Gautama, you're such an expert, you know the essence of all religions, you have so much of knowledge. Why are you showing so much of indifference? Saku, okay, enough. Now let me talk, let me tell. Adantirali, Nellu Nanu, I am rice, I am paddy. When I am here, okay, Nellu Nanu ire, when I am present here, ಗೋಧಿ ಮೊದಲಾದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಧಾನ್ಯಗಳು ಇರಲು. And there are so many other grains like wheat and everything else. So, ಇರಲು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲ್ಲಿದನು ನೆರೆದೆಲಗ ಎಂಬುದು ಇದು ಆವ ಮತ ಎಂದ. When such good people, when such great options are there for you, when wheat and lot of other grains are available, why did you tell that Ragi is the best? Why is your opinion like this? Why are you showing so much of indifference to the rest of us? How do you think that Ragi is supreme or best amongst all of us? Okay, so because he did not name Paddy, Paddy's ego is hurt. It's feeling a little sad. And this is what is coming out of Paddy's mouth. Okay, so he is saying you are such a great person, but why are you making such a wrong opinion? Or how could you say that Ragi is the supreme amongst everybody else? And he is getting angry. Okay, Rice is also angry with Ragi and now he is trying to humiliate and scold Ragi. That is the paragraph 4. ಏನು ಎಲವೋ ನೆರದಲಗ ನೀನು ಸಮಾನನೇ ಎನಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ದಾನವಂತಕ ಬಲ್ಲನು ಇಬ್ಬರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕುಂದುಗಳ ಜಾನಕೀಪತಿ ಸನ್ನಿಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಲಹೀನನು ನೀನು ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠ ಸುಡು ಮತಿಹೀನ ನೀನು ಎಂದು ಎನ್ನುತ್ತಾ ಕಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈದು ಭಂಗಿಸಿದ. So now the Paddy is now showing all its anger towards Ragi. And ಏನು ಎಲವೋ ನೆರದಲಗ ನೀನು ಸಮಾನನೇ ಎನಗೆ. So it's saying, hey you Ragi, you think you are equal to me? How do you even think you are equal to me? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ದಾನವಂತಕ ಬಲ್ಲನು. The God knows who's best. ಇಬ್ಬರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕುಂದುಗಳ ಜಾನಕೀಪತಿ ಸನಿಹದಲ್ಲಿ. And in the presence of Lord Rama, Lord Rama also knows the pros and cons of each of us. In his presence, you are here and he's scolding. Kulahina means you're such a low caste. Neenu pratishta sudu. You have so much of arrogance in you. Matihina, you lack intelligence. Yendu yenitu Katiyali, out of anger. So the Paddy or the rice is so angry with Ragi because Ragi was named as supreme. It's showing all its anger on the Ragi, and it is scolding and humiliating, saying you're such a low caste. You have so much of arrogance in you. You have no intelligence. You lack intelligence. In anger, it is scolding and humiliating the Ragi. Okay. The rice or the Paddy is telling all this and humiliating Ragi. And it continues to tell go on to tell why it is considered the best, why it should be named as the best. So, Kshityamara Upanayanadalli Suvrata Subhojana Parama Mantrakshategalalli Shubha Shobhanadalli ಆರತಿಗೆ ಹಿರಿಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃತುಗಳ ಎಡೆಯ ಒಳಗೆ ಅರಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನವೂ ರಂಜಿಸುತ್ತಾ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಅತಿಶಯದ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ತಾನು ಇಹೆನು ಎಂದನು ಆ ವೃಹಿಗ. So the rice continues to tell that everybody, all the upper caste people or Brahmins, all the Brahmins in their main functions, in their in a pious person's food. Pious means a person who follows all the rituals and all the culture and rituals of the religion. So I am a part of their food. Then Parama Mantrakshategalal, and in auspicious occasions when people have to bless others, they have to they will put mantrakshate, that is also made out of rice. Okay, so in all auspicious occasions and in pujas, mantrakshate is used. So the mantrakshate is made out of rice or paddy. So the paddy is listing all the things where it is used. All the Brahmins, in their food I am available, in their rituals and whatever religious rituals they follow, I am there. I am there on auspicious occasions. I am there when arti is done. I am there when yajna. Okay? Yaga, yajna, which is all done. This is all for religious rituals. So when all this is done, I am available for all of them. I also have people living in the palace. That means kings, all the kings' food. I am part of their food. So all rich people's food, okay? Pratidinavu ranjis, and even God's offerings. Whatever offering is given to God, it is all made out of rice. So the rice is saying, I am present in all these things. Ihenu endanu a vrihiga. So the paddy is saying, see, see my importance, see how great I am. I am used in all these things, in all these occasions and auspicious religious programs, I am there. So this is how the paddy is talking about itself, and it is humiliating Ragi. So how does this finger millet or Ragi react, and what is his reply? That we will continue and see in the following video.